to our ordinance for final reading and adoption at this time. Okay. Of the public hearing, I'm sorry. All right, is everybody okay with that? We all this? Okay, thank you. I'm going to ask John to come up. Just thank you. In accordance with the requirements of the Solid Waste Management Act, we will now proceed to the public hearing on the proposed ordinances. And I'm going to ask the clerk to please read the ordinance.
Ordinance 737, 2012, amendment to the Union County District Solid Waste Plan to 1. Reaffirm the prior inclusion of the New Jersey Meadowlands Commission landfill and disposal facilities in Kearney, New Jersey as the county's designated facility to which solid waste types 13, 13C, 23, and 27 are directed. 2. Include the solid waste shared services agreement by and between the Union County Utilities Authority and the New Jersey Meadowlands Commission for the disposal of solid waste types 13, 13C, 23, and 27 disposal service. And 3, to direct all solid waste types 13, 13C, 23, and 27 to the New Jersey Meadowlands Commission landfill and disposal facilities in Kearney, New Jersey for disposal pursuant to regulatory waste flow control.
Thank you. And at this time, I'm going to ask
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the board. My name is Jonathan Williams, and I serve as special counsel to the Union County Utilities Authority. I'm here tonight to make a brief presentation in support of the second reading of the ordinance, which is before you tonight, and to establish a record for the public hearing, which is required by law for the adoption of a formal plan amendment for the Union County Solid Waste Management Plan. I would like to say that historically, these waste types, which for the most part all of you would think of as bulky waste, have gone to the transload facility most recently and have been shipped by rail out of state. On June the 15th, we were notified that the facility in Newark, which was the recipient of waste by waste flow ordinance previously adopted by this board and part of the county's solid waste management plan, would cease to accept, would no longer be able to accept waste for economic reasons, and they were unable to continue to perform that service on behalf of the county. The Union County Utilities Authority immediately took action to secure a replacement facility by negotiating, which is permitted to do by law, with the New Jersey Meadowlands Commission for receipt of that waste stream at the Meadowlands Commission landfills in Bergen County. The price which was previously being paid for disposal of this waste was significantly reduced as a result of this emergent action and the necessity resulting from the failure of transload to continue to accept the waste stream. The earlier contract, the one which was breached by failure of transload and the railroad to accept the waste, was publicly bid in accordance with law. And the Meadowlands Commission, because it is a governmentally owned facility, we are able to contract with them directly. We have, the UCUA has done so on an emergent basis for up to 1 year. It is the intention of the UCUA to secure regulatory approval for this plan amendment, should this board adopt the plan amendment tonight, to secure regulatory approval from the NJDEP. The authority has been working with the department in order to keep them advised as to the necessity for the actions which the board has taken. The DEP has been extremely helpful in working with the authority to implement this new plan, and the reduced price has served as an incentive for the waste stream to go to the Meadowlands rather than to the facility in Newark. I will tell you that on a voluntary basis, because right now there is no regulatory flow control allowing for the waste stream to go to the facility at the Meadowlands, The waste stream levels have been maintained voluntarily by the haulers doing business with this waste stream in the county. I think the new price, which is lower, has served as an incentive, and it is the intention of the authority to go out for public bid in order to secure the lowest possible price for the disposal of this waste stream going forward. For every ton of this waste which is collected at the Meadowlands, the authority collects roughly $29, which is used for debt service on the solid waste facility debt, which this board is very familiar with, and which is being repaid over time as a result of the refinancing which was previously done at the resource recovery facility. As this is a second reading tonight, it would be our intention to immediately upon an affirmative vote by this board, send all of the necessary documentation and notices which were published in accordance with law down to the department and seek regulatory approval from the department as they're able to review the documents which we submit to them. The only other thing I would mention is that in accordance with the necessary the statute which is being followed here, we did give notice, the Utilities Authority gave notice to the Solid Waste Advisory Council for the county, which met last week at the Utilities Authority to consider the plan amendment, and we did consult with them as is required by law. I'd be happy to answer any questions about the proposed plan amendment, should they come up now or after you receive public comment.
Thank you. Any questions at this point, freeholders?
Madam Chair, if I may, just to add also, in terms of your preliminary comments and the reading of the ordinance into the record, along with a couple of sentences, I think when John first opened, we are taping this and we'll provide a verbatim transcript of those comments, and currently we have the court reporter present. We'll continue with the verbatim transcript for the rest of the public hearing.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Seeing no questions, I will now open this meeting. Is open to public comment for the purpose of commenting on ordinance 737-2012 only. Kindly state your name and town of residence for the record and adhere to the 5-minute time limit. Seeing no one, this concludes the public hearing on ordinance 737-2012. I'm going to ask Freeholder Hudak to please move the ordinance.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I wish to move ordinance 737-2012 for final reading and authorize the clerk of the board to advertise the same in accordance with the law.
Thank you. May I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Freeholder Wright. May I have a roll call, please?
Freeholder Estrada?
Yes, on 737.
Freeholder Hudak?
Aye.
Freeholder Jallo?
Aye.
Freeholder Sullivan?
Abstain.
Freeholder Wright?
Yes.
And Chairman Carter?
Yes.
Chairman, you have 5 votes in the affirmative, 1 abstention.
Thank you. Freeholder